Hi everyone, Malibu Sean Beatman here again, and welcome to a kind of a little bit of the cinematic shoot and the movie Galleria because I'm going to talk about the Gobots. Yeah, the Tonka knockoffs of Hasbro's main franchise, the Transformers, but they are actually came out around the same time frame per se. And some people are calling the Gobots Kmart formers, which I can see because of what their concept is. And the Gobots are kind of similar to Transformers, but not Transformers until Hasbro bought Tonka and that franchise. The Gobots actually became into the franchise itself. And before that Tonka got merged into Hasbro, which I mean bought out and got assimilated into Hasbro. They had all these different franchises like the diecast trucks and other toys, plus one of their best sellers for about maybe 5 years or so, give or take a year, was the Gobots, which are miniature toy robots that change into a motorcycle, cars, and everyday vehicles, without what the Transformers has, including outside their vehicles like dinosaurs, handheld items, and insects, and fantasy monsters. I say about around the same time as Transformers Generation 1 came out in '84, Hanna-Barbera, the same company that gave us the likes of Scooby-Doo and the Bugs Bunny cartoons, they actually had their own version of the Transformers called the cartoon, which they called the Challenge of the Gobots, which showing us the battle between the good Gobots, or the Guardian Gobots, versus the evil villains, the Renegade Gobots. And they had the Guardian Gobots had human sidekicks with it to help them out in their battles, and every episode was kind of a standalone episode, but some episodes are actually part of a mini series that actually helps out bridge each episode in a way, and how the Gobots came to Earth, how they adapted from being from their planet of Gobotron to being on Earth. Then to have 5-part miniseries, about 30 episodes in, on how to save Gobotron, and they had a backstory on who created said characters, and how they had their creator actually created them, and how he went to suspended animation, but there was a villainous person that actually ran away, actually during the creation of the Gobots. Then after, I say, a year, actually 2 years after the Challenge of the Gobots ended, they had a theatrical release called Gobots, the Battle of the Rock Lords. Just picture the Rock Lords as the Junkions of the Gobot verse, and there was the good guys and the bad guys of similar to Autobots and Decepticons, or the Guardian Gobots and the Renegade Gobots. trying to battle for supremacy. That movie, just like Transformers, the animated movie, had a celebrity guest guest in that film, like Telly Savalas, who played Kojak in the TV show Kojak, and Margot Kidder, who played Lois Lane in the Christopher Reeve version of Superman. And that movie came out about a few months before Transformers the animated movie, and some people saying that that movie alone for the Gobots was just a cash-in for Tonka to actually sell more toys, which technically it kind of did, but it didn't. It's like the Beast Formers franchise that came out of Transformers, which became Beast Changers over here, because the Beast Formers are actually a Japanese name for that franchise. Sadly, the Gobot franchise kind of petered out. There was an anime loosely based on that franchise, but I don't know how long that lasted. But Transformers, that franchise, let's see, it's been going strong for 33 years now. Outside of all the animated series, the live action movies, the toys, and they have some of the characters from the Gobot franchise that made, or from the Transformers Generation 1, the Gobots franchise, into the franchise, in the Transformers franchise. Plus, both franchises, for the animated works, had voice actors that worked on both, like Frank Welker and Peter Cullen, who actually, if you pay attention to the voices, you might hear some voices from in Gobots that you hear in Transformers. So, why think of Gobots? Well, sure, they're Kmart formers, but you know what? They were actually pretty good in a sense, but they didn't leave a bigger impact like Transformers. So, for nostalgic feel to the transfer for people from the 80s, it's a nice way of saying, you know what? It's pretty nice seeing how good the animation was pretty good for an American company, because Transformers, the animated works, were actually done by Toei and Acon, which are Japanese, South Asian companies that made Transformers happen. Because Acon was a Korean company that did some of the works, and Toei did most of the works. So, I'm going to say that if you watch maybe the first 5 episodes of the Gobots franchise, and then watch the 3-part miniseries for Transformers, you can look at how the animation actually has changed. One was American, one was Japanese or Korean, depending on who did the work for that series. And this is Malibu Sean Bateman signing off.